Welcome to this session on SAP MM. There are many ways to explain what SAP MM is, but my goal here is to give you a very simple overview so it's easy for you to understand if you have just entered or thinking of entering into SAP. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered how big companies make sure they never run out of stock, yet they don't overspend on inventory? That's where SAP MM comes in. So let's get started. Here is what we will cover in this video. We will look into what SAP MM is, its key functions, how it integrates with other SAP modules, and why it's so important in real-world business scenarios. SAP MM stands for Material Management. It's a core module in the SAP ERP system that helps businesses manage everything related to the procurement and handling of materials. From buying raw materials by ensuring right quantity at right time and at right cost, to receiving materials into stocks and managing stock levels, SAP MM takes care of it all. That's the high level definition of SAP MM. In summary, MM makes sure materials are always available for production. Let's now look at the key functions of SAP MM. I would like to say here that MM is not only comprising of these areas, but we are looking into top three key areas here. Number one is purchasing. Within purchasing, it takes care of creating purchase requisitions, or PR in short. This is internal business request to procure materials or services which, for example, is coming from production department to procurement department. So it stays within the business. Once the PR is received, SAP MM helps in sending requests for quotations, or RFQ for short, to vendors, and then quotation processing and vendor selection by identifying suitable vendors. This selection can have multiple factors, including price, delivery, the lead times, quality, geographical location of vendors, etc. Purchase orders or PO creation and tracking. At this stage, MM sends formal document to vendors confirming the purchase, then tracks delivery times and PO status in system. It also helps in creating outline agreements, which are created for long-term contracts, and schedule agreements for recurring procurement at fixed trade terms. The second key function we have in MM is the inventory management. This involves receiving goods and checking them against purchase orders, issuing stocks for production or sales, transferring stock between locations, and regularly counting and adjusting inventory. The goal here is accurate real-time visibility of stock levels across the business. And the third key function we have in MM is the invoice verification. Here, SAP MM ensures a three-way match. It is a check between what you ordered, what you got, and what vendor is charging you on the invoice. It is to make sure that all three agree before paying, so you don't pay for something you didn't get or pay the wrong price. The invoice verification process triggers payments only when everything matches, preventing overpayments and ensuring discrepancies are resolved before money leaves the business. Let's now look into how MM integrates with other SAP modules. The MM doesn't work in isolation. It integrates closely with other SAP modules like FI, SD, and PP. This integration allows smooth data flow across departments, which as a result improves accuracy and efficiency. Imagine a car factory making cars to sell. To make and sell cars, the factory needs parts like tires, engines, seats. MM will place orders with suppliers to buy those parts. Once the parts are delivered, MM will record goods receipt. Quality management will check the quality to make sure the parts delivered are the good fit. Once quality is approved by the QM, warehouse management will now store those parts in the warehouse. Parts will now be released to production planning as and when they need to build the cars. Once the car is fully manufactured, we need to sell these to people. Sales and distribution will help in selling cars to customers, and finance will release the payment to suppliers against our purchases. You can say MM is like the materials manager in the car factory. Now let's see if we remove MM from this overall picture. See how important MM is. Businesses won't be able to run without MM, i.e., no parts or materials means no business. So back again, and now you know the importance of MM for businesses. Why is SAP MM important? It simplifies procurement, ensuring stock is always available, prevents overpayments, detects suppliers' issues early, and supports better decision making through real-time data on stock levels, purchasing trends, and supplier performances. Ultimately, SAP MM helps businesses run smarter, faster, and more efficiently by managing purchasing and inventory so material flows smoothly through the organization. That's a quick overview of SAP MM and its role in managing materials in an organization. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Thanks for watching.